Hi guys, welcome to your workout for today. You guys are going to get lots of practice with some monostructural movements, like some calories on either a bike, a run, or a row today, and get some more practice with toes to rings or toes to bars, and then eventually some pistol squat practice as well. So to get you guys warmed up for today, let's take a closer look at some movements that are going to help with those. So today, we're going to go through this first part of the warm-up for a total of 6 minutes. So you guys are going to go through these reps nice and slow, getting a good stretch in for 6 minutes. Just continue through those as many times as you can. No rush as you go through. So we're going to do 10 standing toe touch, followed by a 20-foot overhead carry with a single arm, and that's going to be per side. So do 20 feet with your right hand overhead and then your left hand. You're going to do 30 front to back line hops and then 30 side to side line hops. So you can use a PVC or dowel, something like that. After your first set of 6 minutes, you're going to go into another set of 6 minutes where you're going to do 10 PVC pass-throughs, 4 candlesticks, but we're going to accentuate a hold on those that I'll explain. You're also going to do a Cossack squat with a hold at the bottom, and then 4 calories of a monostructural movement. So that could be jump rope, or that could be one of your options that you're going to use for today, like an air bike, a rower, or running on the treadmill would be a good option for that as well. So let's go ahead and demo the different parts of your warm-up, starting with the standing toe touch. So you're going to start your 6-minute timer, and with nice straight legs, you're just going to go down and you're going to toe touch and stand, and you're going to do 10 of those. You're going to grab a relatively light weight, something to carry overhead. It could be a backpack or a dumbbell, and you're going to have that overhead, and you're just going to carry single arm 20 feet down, have that locked out, and then switch sides. You're going to grab whatever that object is to jump over. The first part is front to back line hop, so I'm just going to set that down, and you're going to jump over and back, and then switch directions, and you're going to go side to side. So we'll do 30 total of those. So keep going through that for 6 minutes, as many times as you can. Your next 6-minute timer, take a break in between if you need to, is going to be 10 PVC passes. So we're going to bring that object forward and back, try to keep our elbows as straight as possible as we do that. And then we're going to get some candlestick practice, which I have 2 lovely assistants coming in, Mariah and Serenity, to show you candlesticks. Now, before you guys do your candlesticks, what they're going to do is I'm going to ask them to hold when they bring their feet back, to get a little bit of a stretch in, hold for 2 or 3 seconds before they come up to like a seated hamstring stretch at the top. So what you'll see the girls do when you guys are ready, go ahead. They're going to nice and slow go ahead down to your butt, and then their feet are going to go back as much as they can. 1, 2, 3 second hold, come on up, into a V stretch. Excellent job, girls. So they're just going to stretch for a couple of seconds when they go back. If you can't go all the way back in toe touch, just go as far back as you can. These lovely ladies are very flexible. So they're going to get a good stretch out of that. Thanks, girls. I'll call you back in just a second. Then the next one that you're going to do is the Cossack squat. So we're going to lunge side to side, and when you're at the bottom, again, give it like a 2 or 3 second hold. Switch to the other side, 2 to 3 second hold. You're doing 4 of those, followed by 4 calories of your monostructural movement. So let's talk about that for today. How are you going to measure calories? So if you've got a smartwatch, or you've got an app, or maybe look up some calculations of time and things like that to estimate your best amount of calories that you're burning for your height and body weight and things like that. Hit us up on Facebook if you have questions about how to find those. You're going to do 4 calories of a monostructural movement. So do whatever's convenient now for the warm-up, and then you could possibly use that again for the actual WOD, okay? After your warm-up, you guys are going to do a WOD called the Ringer 1. So let's talk about what all that entails. For time, you're going to do 30, 20, 10 reps, and you're just going to go through this one time. But there's a couple of different stimulus things that I want you guys to think about. It's programmed normally as an air bike calories. Well, we don't have those at the gym, but maybe you have an air bike at home. That's a pretty good amount of calories. And there is a time cap on it today. So you want to pick something that you feel relatively well that you could continue moving through. And then it's followed by toes to ring. So if you don't have a set of wooden rings or such at home, that's okay. These can be toes to bar or a toes to bar variation from the floor that we will review. For women today, the Ringer 1 time cap is at 13 minutes. For men, the time cap is at 11. So it should feel like a fast and furious WOD. Pick something that you feel like you can rip through and beat that time cap. Okay, scales for these can absolutely be cutting down on the calories of the monostructural item that you pick for these. It could also be, like I said, changing to a row or a run could be an excellent option as well. So what I would like you to do, and I'll explain through each of these, is let's say take some time to warm up for our toes to ring or our toe to bar progressions that we're going to use for today. So my lovely assistants are coming back in to demonstrate a couple of things. So I would recommend doing about 5 of each of these. So if you girls want to get side by side, we're going to start with hollow snaps. So they're going to lay on the floor, and it's very much going to be like a hollow body, but you don't have to hold. So they're going to get that hollow position, and they're going to really round, think like a banana of their torso, and then they're just going to snap right back down to the floor. So go ahead, ladies, and up and then snap. Good, and then you can hold there. Remember, with a hollow snap, I really just want my lower back touching. So I'm trying to get my legs off the floor and get my shoulders off the floor, find that arch position, and then I'm snapping back, which is what we want with toes to bar or toes to rings. Then they're going to warm up with 5 sit-ups. So you guys can go ahead and bend your knees. They're going to touch the floor behind and then come on up when you're ready. And they're going to touch their toes. Good. You guys can stop there. Then we're going to warm up with 5 V-ups. So same thing as hollow snaps. I want to try to only get my lower back touching. So if you guys go from a laying position, and they're going to try to snap up and touch their toes. And good. You guys can rest. I know V-ups are tough. And the next one, we're going to try a laying toe to bar. So Mariah, come on over to between the door frame here. So with this one, you guys can find something to hold on to that's like low down to the ground. Mariah is going to use a door frame. You could also do this between somebody's legs if you wanted to. And Mariah is going to bring her toes up and cross the threshold of the door. Good, and go ahead and do one more and then rest. Excellent job. So we're going to use something around the house, a door frame to hold on to, and practice some laying toe to bar as well. We could also do, go ahead and grab this part right here, Mariah, where you faced out. Our typical toe to bar progression laying from the floor. So Mariah's going to grab onto something, and then she's going to have a target where she's going to try to hit, very good, that wall. And then go ahead and rest. So we could do this with one leg tucked or both legs tucked. Again, she did a really good strict toe to bar with her legs all the way straightened out. So if you don't have them to that progression, that's okay. After that, if you do have a pull-up bar or something that you could hold on to, you could totally try RX toe to bar, or like I said, if you have rings at home, try toe to bar with rings. So your feet would basically go up and through the rings or touch the actual wooden or metal part of the ring. So think about a progression, think about what you want to use for your calories in your Ringer 1 WOD for today. Then that's going to bring you to our skill strength today, where you guys are going to work on some pistol squats, which the lovely Serenity is going to help me with next. For your pistol squats today, you guys are going to work on 10 to 20 reps. These should definitely be slow and controlled, and they are per side. So I would pick something that you could hold on to, so some sort of a structural pole, or you can use a door frame as well. So Serenity is going to show the first part of the pistol squats today, where she's going to slowly lower herself using the door frame, and she's trying to get her hips below parallel, and then she's slowly going to stand. Very good. Now, Serenity used the toe tuck. Serenity, can you try with one leg out?
Yeah.
And she's going to try with one leg out. So go as difficult as you can, and then go ahead and slowly stand. Excellent job. So the first part, she's using the door frame for a lot of help, and that's okay. We want to practice those progressions, so you can have your heel to a plate, toe tuck, so forth, like what Serenity was doing. Now, the next variation of pistol practice that you're going to do for your skill strength, go ahead down to the bottom of your pistol squat, and then only use one foot. Okay, so she's going to stick one foot out, and then she's going to try to stand with as little assistance as possible. So go ahead and use both hands and stand. Nice and easy. So she's going to practice from the bottom of a pistol, and then go ahead back down to the bottom again. And then with one foot. Now, try to do it with maybe one hand, or maybe not use as much. Okay, very good. So we can practice those, thanks Serenity, with more or less assistance. So we can use less and less, and we can use those different pistol variations. You can even use a target under your butt, like a wall ball or a chair or something too, if that helps you get up out of it, okay? So lots of different variations. Let us know if you guys have any questions, and good luck on today's workout. Thanks, guys.